The person that your colleague handed the flyer to, he has cancer. We've got video of you promising to cure someone of cancer for £3,000. Why did you charge a cancer patient £900?
My name's Robert Fisk and I've got incurable bowel cancer which has spread to my liver and my bladder. A few months ago, a spiritual healer handed me a flyer saying that he could do what the doctors say is impossible, which was to cure my disease. So imagine my surprise when I did some research and found that there were hordes of others across the country who were also making the same astonishing claim.
I had a lot of success with lung conditions.
Black magic, bad luck.
We could hear a spirit.
What these healers didn't realise is that I'm also a journalist. So their claims about being able to cure cancer was something that I was going to investigate.
It's all hocus pocus, it's nonsense. Energy healing is bull, and bull is dangerous when it's applied to cancer.
Working with my team at the Express, we went undercover to expose these so-called healers.
It is not coming from naturally.
The cancer is not coming from natural. It's coming from the bad spells.
Whatever it is there, we will clear.
If it's £900, if I can get a miracle, I will do it.
100% for miracle.
Experts warned that huge sums are being lost and the scale of this problem could be far greater than anyone realises because victims are often reluctant to come forward.
We're not talking about 10, 20 pounds here and there, we're talking like thousands of pounds, and some of these people will be so desperate to cure their ailments, these people will be embarrassed. There's probably a number of factors that would inhibit their willingness to report these kind of cases.
Can you explain to me why you were promising to cure cancer?
Cancer?
Yes. About the treatment that you're doing.
Why you doing this one?
The guy that you spoke to, he's actually got cancer. Did you know that?
In August of 2023 in Croydon Town Centre, I was handed a spiritual healing flyer and I asked if they could cure the cancer I'd only recently been diagnosed with. I was assured it was possible. Driven to investigate the people who are making these promises, my journey became a mission to scrutinise their claims, not just for myself, but for the most vulnerable people who could fall victim to false hope. Well, I've got my bucket list.
Which includes what?
Which is just that it's a list of buckets.
Okay.
Have you not seen my bucket list?
No.
I've got my bucket list. It's a list of buckets.
So when I found out about the cancer, it was incurable. I was quite surprised, I've got to be honest with you, because obviously you're quite relatively young compared to most people you think would get cancer. So it was a bit of a shock in that sense. But I think the way that you've reacted to it has been quite good. I think it's been quite positive, the way you're just getting on with it, with the treatment. And
I'm fighting more than I think I've fought in the last few years in terms of health stuff.
Yeah.
But then I've got more stuff to fight than I used to have.
That's true. You've got a lot on your plate, but you're getting on with it. And also the fact you're fighting by doing this sort of thing about the healers, you're fighting something which you wouldn't necessarily have even thought about before. You're sort of exposing that, which is a good thing to do.
Yeah. We're looking into people that say that they can cure health issues, including cancer, across the UK. So I'm going to try and phone a few of them to see if we can book in some online appointments. We found the people on social media sites, on Gumtree, on Google, they're using all kinds of sources to try and get to the vulnerable people that they're trying to target. I'm going to call them up to say, telling a version of my real story that, I've got cancer, that I'm trying to sort of see if there's a cure for it, because the doctors, obviously the medically trained doctors are saying that it's incurable. So just trying to see if they can give any guarantees about whether their treatment will actually work for me. Hi there, I saw your advert on, How many, have you helped many people that have got cancer?
Yeah, we're helping many people, many problems.
Would you say you've cured people of cancer? Like, is there hope for me?
Yes, we want to do that.
Brilliant, I will speak to you again soon.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Wow. What did you make of that?
I'm cured. 5 minutes and I'm cured. No, it's stage 4 and it's listed as being incurable.
Okay, I can fix this problem, okay, with only one way. Okay, we have a solution for this problem. My experience more than 30 years. Okay, definitely we have solution to fix that problem.
Roughly how many people with health issues do you think you've cured?
I cured nearly more than 50, 60.
Thank you. He can cure cancer as well. Have you helped, how many people with cancer do you think you've helped over the years?
Nearly thousands of people.
What, 1,000 of people with cancer or?
Yes,
Yeah.
A lot of people, okay?
Even rough percentage, how many would you say that you've cured of cancer?
Many people, okay?
But like 80%, 90%?
Yes, 90%.
90% of people. That's really, really impressive. So,
No worries, brother. Send me the details.
you know, it's shocking to me that they're still making all these, claims and saying that this can definitely happen. You know, if I do die, because basically I've got an 11% chance of living longer than 5 years, and I think partly, if I had kids and I had lots of money and I had a wife or whatever, maybe I would be, I'd like to think I wouldn't, but maybe I would go down the route of saying, well, let's give it a go. Since receiving the flyer last August and throughout this investigation, I've continued my treatment regime, which has included fortnightly chemotherapy, along with regular blood tests to check how my body is coping with the toxic cocktail of drugs. Following me along my journey and giving me a lot of support has been my GP, Dr. Amanda Perrin. I explained our findings to her, and she was shocked to hear how people are claiming to cure my disease with these methods.
It's obviously a false claim. You can't just cure cancer with prayers, and I think trying to sell that as an idea to vulnerable people is quite concerning. If you have stage 4 cancer, you can feel really desperate and you really just want to feel better, you want to get better. The drugs that you use, you either need an operation or chemotherapy. That's a really tough treatment course. So to have someone say, with some prayers that they can treat you is quite upsetting, because it's targeting people who are really desperate and they're trying to just get money out of them. I think that's really unforgivable, really.
But I suppose, what would you have done if first time that I told you I got cancer?
Yeah.
If I'd said, but it's all right, because rather than being helped by one of the world leading cancer hospitals, that I was paying money.
Right, what would I have said?
Yeah, I'd said to you, right, I've got a spiritual healer, he says for £3,000 they can do some prayers in India.
Yeah.
And then, I'll be cured. How would you have said?
I would have had to be honest with you straight away and tell you that you were being conned and not to waste any money on it. No medical experience to give that sort of advice.
Yeah.
I could, in theory, just go and set myself up and do it and charge people with £3,000, which to me is outrageous. Because like you say, it's when they're at their most vulnerable that they're looking for sort of potential solutions like that, and then they could potentially lose a lot of money and waste a lot of time doing stuff which isn't going to work.
An additional call we made was to Stephen Rose, who advertises his Reiki healing on TikTok.
Hi, Steve Rose speaking. How can I help?
Hi, Stephen. My name's John Hibbert. I've seen some of your videos on TikTok.
And through there, we could hear a spirit, and it said, "Can I help? Can I be of assistance?" David had throat cancer, esophagus cancer, and I was clearing that energy in that area. And the voice that spoke out loud sounded like a distorted voice box.
When we spoke to him on the phone, he also claimed to have had great success with cancer, and although he couldn't make guarantees, he had seen his patients, including a family member, go into remission. We decided to conduct a virtual session with Stephen. He said, in addition to using Reiki and meditation, he would be calling upon spirits who would assist with the healing.
Focus on your breathing in and out, in and up, out and down.
The session, which he charged £65 for, astonishingly resulted in 40 minutes of almost silence, with both his and my eyes closed.
John?
Yeah.
Just bring it to a close there. Yeah. Part of my job is to work, but I was aware I was working with a team. As we started out talking about that, there was a lot of work going on. Because I have a body and it's my choice to do this as a job, then that I'm bringing my own intention, but there's also my physicality has an energy to it that spirit work with. And so they were guiding me. They were just saying, right, you focus here. A lot of the time they were telling me to focus around your aura and just work to charge the energy for them to work. And that's how I was being guided. So that's what was taking place.
I want to just talk about it just from your side, Robert.
Well, supposedly his theory is that he was working through my chakras from my head downwards.
Right.
But spirits from my, dead people from my family were helping. We also conducted a consultation meeting with Pandit Randev, who we had previously called. He, however, went further than Stephen Rose and offered us guarantees that he could cure my cancer for a hefty price.
I am there to give your life like a newborn baby life. I am giving you strength today. I will fix your problem. Doctor told you will not be alive anytime you can die. I am giving you guarantee I can fix your problem.
When I've spoken to the doctors and they say there's nothing more properly that they can do, if I tell them that I'm sort of seeking other help from yourself, or what would you say about me speaking to people about this?
About my prayer, you should keep private and confidential. Once prayer everything complete, then you can discuss with anyone. Can we start the work?
Yes, I need to obviously sort the money out, but I can, if I get back to you tomorrow, is that okay?
Yep. Today you send me the money, I will start the work. Right now I'm sitting in the prayer. I will keep arrangement everything to you. I will start everything to you. Okay, from today.
Okay.
If you send money, how much?
You said 3,000, is that right?
Yes.
Magic. And that's 3,000 up front?
Yes, for everything.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, well, give me some time this afternoon to sort it out and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you, bye. With phone calls and virtual consultations done, it was now the time for Zach Garner-Perkis, the Daily Express's investigations editor, to conduct in-person sessions. First, we contacted the number and arranged a visit to the address listed for the healer, who I was originally promised could cure my cancer, Pandit Krishna.
My name is Pandit Shivakrishna.
In addition to the claim made by the person handing out his flyers, the leaflet itself said he was a master and genius at getting rid of piles, asthma, kidney stones, sexual problems, skin diseases and body pains. It also offered solutions for problems including court cases, drug addiction and lucky lotto. However, when questioned by Zach, Pandit Krishna was more reserved in his claims than the person handing out the flyer or the leaflet itself. He was insistent conventional cancer treatment should not be stopped and passed up the offer of more money when offered.
We have a chances to cure your problems.
The cancer?
No cancer. I'm not talking about cancer.
Okay.
Okay? I am not giving hopes to you. It is not coming from naturally.
The cancer is not coming from natural. It's coming from the bad spells.
Yes. Bad spells. Always bad spells. My suggestion is, first of all, you need to clear the bad spells. And then you need to continue the cancer treatment.
Yeah.
Don't stop the cancer treatment. You need to continue the treatment.
But to make it work better, I need to...
100% it is make work better.
Okay.
I will fix the bad spells and I will find the bad spells and I will clear the bad spells. Okay, when you clear your spells, and then if you take any treatment, any medicine, take inside your mouth, inside your stomach, that medicine, it work very, very well. If you take 100% good medicine, nowadays your health is, something is going wrong inside your health wise. That's why the doctors providing proper treatment. But you taking, but it is not responding 100%. Do you understand? Why means the bad spells is pushing down.
Pandit Krishna was clear he could offer no guarantee in our undercover session. Weeks later, a newer flyer for his services was being handed out in the same area, claiming he could offer immediate results plus 100% success plus 100% guarantee, including depression, sexual problems and childless couples.
Is it okay?
The following day, I sent Zach to a second session, again in Croydon, with a healer from a multi-location operation who had been distributing flyers. He also claimed to offer a miracle with 9 prayers to cure brain cancer.
Total 9 prayers need to do.
Okay.
Each prayer cost it is £100.
£900.
Yeah, need to do. Whatever it is there, we will gonna clear.
Okay.
You understanding?
Yeah.
But this is means you coming here for the miracle.
Yeah.
Understanding? That miracle for what need to do, we gonna do.
I just want to know if, because I'll do it if it's £900. If I can get a miracle, I will do it.
100% for miracle. Your situation, your position, it is not like a normal. Okay, your situations for you have to start at least today or tomorrow.
Okay, because of the cancer.
Yes.
Okay.
You understanding? For that, immediate work need to start. If you say yes, I'm going to start now.
Following Zach's sessions, we shared our findings and segments of our undercover recordings with a leading expert on complementary and alternative medicine, Professor Edvard Ernst, to get his opinion.
For the last 30 years, I have researched all types of alternative medicine, and that includes spiritual healing. In fact, we did even a few clinical trials and several reviews on this very subject.
It is not coming from naturally.
The cancer is not coming from natural. It's coming from the bad spells.
It's quite clear that this man doesn't understand the first thing about cancer. Virtually everything that he is saying there flies in the face of science. It's nonsense.
100% for miracle, for that, for your body, holy water prayer, holy water bath, oil.
This man gives me the impression that he's thoroughly dishonest. He doesn't even believe in what he's saying himself. He's in for the money. He's trying to rip you off. £900 for something that doesn't work is £900 thrown out of the window. It's all hocus pocus. It's nonsense. Energy healing is bull, and bull is dangerous when it's applied to cancer.
I also spoke with Gary Foxcroft, an expert in belief systems connected to spiritual healers, to ask about the scale of the issue.
I definitely think there needs to be regulation of these people, because they're ultimately exploiting people who are in vulnerable positions a lot of the time. And you know, we're not talking about 10, 20 pounds here and there. You know, we're talking like thousands of pounds. And some of these people will be so desperate to cure their ailments or to, you know, relieve themselves of their pain or whatever it may be, that they'll sell the houses or the cars or get into huge amounts of debt because they believe that that is their only hope for supposed salvation, you know. So it was just flyers you would see, or maybe they'd be posted through your door in some places. But the scope and the reach of the internet means that it must be targeting vast swathes of new vulnerable groups.
It may be that the scale of the problem is far greater than anyone knows. According to Gary, those who hand over large sums to faith healers are less likely to report cases to authorities.
If you've lost a load of money, you'll be embarrassed. Culturally, it might be that the position, these faith healers' position is more powerful in the eyes of the person, so they feel vulnerable to shine a light on them or report them to any authorities. They might just, not have any faith in the police or the states to intervene in such cases, so that they wouldn't report them. So there's probably a number of factors that would inhibit their willingness to report these kind of cases.
Having gathered significant amounts of evidence of healers promising to cure cancer for vast sums, I wanted to see if the men themselves had any explanation for their actions. So I sent Zach to visit them to ask directly why they were making these claims to a vulnerable person. First was Pandit Krishna, who'd offered no guarantees but said cancer was caused by bad spells he could get rid of for £250.
Pandit Krishna, my name's Zach, I'm a journalist from the Daily Express. Can you tell me why you were saying that cancer was being caused by bad spells and why you were claiming to cure them?
Sorry?
Can you tell me why you've got people in the high street saying that they can cure cancer and why you told me that cancer was caused by bad spells?
I said before.
That what, sir?
I'm not curing cancer, I told you.
But you said the cancer was caused by bad spells and that you could clear those bad spells for £250. Can you tell why you're doing that? About the treatment that you're doing?
Why you doing this one?
Because there's vulnerable people out there. There's vulnerable people there. The person that your colleague handed the flyer to, he has cancer. He came to us because the person in the street said that you were able to cure cancer. You said it was caused by bad spells, which you would be able to cure.
Then he visited Pandit Ganapati Raju, who'd promised a miracle cure for £900.
Yes, hi there. My name's Zach. I'm a journalist from the Daily Express. Can you explain to me why you were promising to cure cancer?
Cancer?
Yes.
Not good one.
However, when he arrived at the residential address where Pandit Ganapati Raju saw patients, we found a different man claiming to be the healer. Although he responded to the phone line attached to the flyer, he was unaware of the previous undercover meeting or the claims Zach put to him.
You have multiple people that are then promising to cure cancer?
No.
Because we went to this address previously and they promised a miracle to cure cancer. And why are you handing out flyers in Croydon High Street to people promising to cure this? Why are you running operations in Surrey and other places as well?
£900 I not to tell it, but you are very lucky person.
Last, he visited Pandit Randev, who had guaranteed a cancer cure for £3,000. Zach arranged to meet at the East London address he lists on his website by phone, and he nodded at him on arrival.
Pandit Randev? Yeah, my name's Zach. I'm a journalist from the Daily Express. Can you tell me why you're telling cancer patients you can cure them for £3,000?
I'm not Pandit.
Sorry?
I'm not Pandit.
I'd recognise you from the video.
Doctor told you will not be alive anytime you can die. I am giving you guarantee I can fix your problem. I'm not Pandit.
You're waiting outside Holland and Barrett as well. I just arranged to meet you.
I'm not.
We've got video of you promising to cure someone of cancer for £3,000. Can you explain why you do that?
I don't know.
You said that you'd cured someone of liver problems for the cost of, what did you say, £21,000? It's vulnerable people we're talking about, right? People with cancer. You said that you'd cured 50 to 60 people of cancer. Why would you say that to someone? The guy that you spoke to, he's actually got cancer. Did you know that?
It's absolutely astonishing that these so-called spiritual healers are being allowed to prey on the most vulnerable members of society. And even when confronted with what they've done, instead of apologising, they just dodge the issue. I think they need to be stopped and action needs to be taken. And as for me, unlike the spiritual healers, I know that my cancer can't be stopped. And instead, I'm going to be continuing my chemotherapy regime with the aim of living life for as long as possible. We gave all the healers featured in this documentary the opportunity to further explain their claims and respond to Professor Ernst's analysis. In a text message sent after we spoke to him in the street, Pandit Krishna reiterated that he never promised to anybody cure the cancer. Stephen Rose and Pandit Ganapathy Raju did not offer an explanation for their actions. After contacting Gumtree with our findings, the listing site launched an immediate review of the astrology and psychics category, and we were happy to share further details to ensure these users are blocked on its platform and then prevented from relisting in future. It added in a statement that Gumtree takes a zero-tolerance approach to all illegal activity on our platform, and we never hesitate to permanently ban accounts that seek to cause harm. TikTok also launched an investigation into the content we found on their site, removed videos where Stephen Rose made claims about treating COPD and cancer, and barred another account we shared. We're also in the process of sharing all our evidence with the relevant trading standards teams.